Imagine a town that just stopped. A whole population, asleep, lives paused, memories frozen, families untouched by time. This isn't the plot of a sci-fi film. This is the true, eerie story of Kalachi, a remote village in Kazakhstan, now called the Sleepy Hollow of the Steppe. The phenomenon began quietly. A few villagers reported intense drowsiness, so powerful they would fall asleep mid-sentence, mid-task. Then dozens more. Some slept for days, and when they woke, they couldn't remember a thing. Hallucinations, memory loss, even temporary comas began to plague the community. Doctors were baffled. Was it a virus? A toxin? Mass hysteria? Nothing added up. As it turns out, just a few miles away was a long-abandoned Soviet uranium mine. Theories emerged that radioactive gas or chemical exposure was seeping into Kalachi. But here's the twist: radiation levels were tested and normal. Some suspected carbon monoxide leaks, others pointed to toxic heavy metals, but no definitive cause was ever confirmed. Over time, villagers began abandoning their homes. The government eventually relocated many of the residents. But some chose to stay, trapped in a place where they might fall asleep for days, without warning, and never truly understand why. Let's rewind a bit. Kalachi wasn't always like this. It was built during the Soviet era as a mining village. When the USSR collapsed, so did the mining industry, leaving behind ghost towns and unexplained environmental consequences. Locals began to keep sleep logs. Some were convinced it happened in cycles, predictable waves of sleeping sickness that coincided with wind shifts or weather changes. Others said their pets and livestock were affected too. Children fell asleep at school. Drivers passed out behind the wheel. One man reportedly slept for 6 straight days. And each time, the town's questions multiplied. The most haunting part? No one has ever found the definitive reason behind the town's sleeping epidemic. Was it environmental? Government cover-up? Something deeper? This wasn't an isolated event either. Around the world, there are other sleeping villages. In Colombia, there's a town where half the children have a genetic disorder causing them to slowly lose the ability to stay awake. In China, an entire village would pass out daily, around the same time. What links these mysterious sleep events? Is it something in our soil, in our air, or even in our minds? Let's zoom out. Throughout history, sleep epidemics have haunted humans. In the early 20th century, encephalitis lethargica swept across Europe, causing deep, coma-like sleep for months. Some patients never fully recovered. No cause was ever found. It raises the possibility that there are forces, biological or otherwise, that can override our consciousness, shut down our brain's wakefulness, and leave us defenseless. Sleep is the great unknown. We spend a third of our lives in it, yet we barely understand it. Back in Kalachi, even years later, the mystery lingers. The government sealed the nearby uranium mine. Scientists moved on. But the town's legend remains. An entire place where time bent, sleep took over, and reality slipped through the cracks. What happened to Kalachi might never be solved. But maybe it's not meant to be. Sleep tight, and remember, the strangest mysteries aren't always in dreams. Sometimes, they're the towns that dream for us. If you loved this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe to CONCURDAWRLD, and share this video with someone who needs a wild story to keep them up at night.